Wildcats. Today I'm joined by Miss Harris, our counselor, and she's going to be telling us a little about Suicide Prevention / Awareness Month. So can you tell us some?
Yeah, so September is Suicide Prevention and Suicide Awareness Month. And so TEA requires counselors to have certain topics that they talk about. So with suicide awareness, we are required to talk about it or address it with 9th through 12th grade students. So our 11th and 12th graders, they actually went through this program last year. And so the 9th and 10th graders, they're taking it this year. And we used Youth Aimed at Mental Health. It's called YAM. And they come in and they do, for 5 weeks, they do a 1-hour session with the students. And it's not just suicide prevention, it's also basically how to build healthy relationships, how to build empathy towards others, and how to just basically get along with others in school. And so it's a really good program. I think they're on their 4th session today, and then their last session will be next week. And then something that we did for the teachers to address Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month is I'm actually a QPR certified instructor. And so what that is it's a suicide prevention program. And so I brought that in and I actually trained all of the high school teachers in QPR and suicide prevention. And so I was really excited about that because I do think it was something that we needed and necessary.
So what are some things we can do to help this month?
I think that's a good question. I think students are so important because you all are on the front lines, and so you have things like that I don't have, like Snapchat or Instagram, or I know y'all were just talking about Twitter, but those are ways that students can help us because you all are able to see things that we don't see, and a lot of times you guys talk to people that we don't talk to. You talk to your peers, and so it's really important for students when they see something that you say something, that you tell a trusted adult. So if you're on Snapchat and you see something that kind of maybe gives you the creeps or just something's off, it's good to tell an adult. Or the same thing on Instagram. If you see something that just isn't right, you need to say something, because you would always want to err on the side of caution and say something rather than someone hurting themselves or possibly hurting others. So that's definitely something students can do. Another thing students can do is most of my bullying complaints or complaints about not fitting in come from freshmen. And so I think a lot of times that's maturity, and that's learning that we need to treat others with respect. And so I think when you start learning to put others first and think of others, a lot of times those issues with the fighting and the bullying and the teasing and the picking on each other, those issues seem to resolve themselves. So I do think it's a thing of maturity and learning to think of others before self.
So for anybody going through a tough time, do you guys have any resources that they can go to for help?
Yes, 100%. You can always come to me, the counselor, for help. We also have Amanda Clark, who is our Communities and Schools liaison. And then what usually happens in my office is because I have 540 to 570 students. And so I will do counseling, but I cannot guarantee long-term counseling. And so something that I do, you really need to think of the counselor kind of like triage. What we do is I'll assess the situation, and then I can do counseling. Usually I do up to 3 sessions, but then I'll refer to an outside counselor to get you into long-term counseling. And so we definitely have resources that are available to you and resources in the community.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on today. Wildcats, remember, if you see something, say something, and we have people here to help you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.